We are back. Playing Monkey Island. Return to. Yes, I'm louder than I was last time, because it's the day, and my daughter and wife aren't home. So no whispering for me tonight. I can talk at full volume. Also, I actually did some research online and found out, I still don't know exactly where in the timeline this fits, but I did find out that there are a dramatic number of things that they take away in the casual mode. Like whole steps in the puzzle. I figured like they would remove like certain puzzles that were just like really, really high end, or not high end, but like verbose or complicated. But like they completely removed certain things entirely. Well, not they like steps. Like if I had to get one thing A to do thing B and bring it to thing C, in casual mode you're just bringing thing A to thing C. Like it skips a whole entity. So I was actually looking to try to switch to hardcore mode or normal mode or whatever, puzzle mode, whatever it's called, but it's not actually an option. So for better or for worse, we're stuck in casual mode. That's okay. We've got ourselves a mop. We've got the key for this, but every time I open it, little squawky squawk yells out. So we gotta distract the parrot somehow. I don't see anything here though. And I can't get in there. It is locked, and I can't read. I already tried. I can't read the thing. So we gotta get in there somehow. Docks, that's not gonna get me anything. Just going back to the bar. Low Street. Just thinking. Prison. Wally. Voodoo Lady kind of helped us get through to Carla. I'm just thinking like, I'm thinking steps, right? We got, not Stan, we got Otis out of jail. I don't know if we're gonna get Stan out. No, Stan didn't want to get broken out. He didn't want to leave jail.
Hi there.
So let's just, oh, she's got a, hold on, she's got a parrot. Comment on the parrot.
Handsome looking parrot.
And also vicious. But it was my mother's favorite.
Are these for customers?
Not technically, but please, help yourself. That charming old guy who mans the lookout keeps bringing them for the parrot.
Thanks. I'll just take a few.
Can I take some? Sure. Takes everything. I said some, not all of it. Was it that simple? I didn't notice she had a parrot before. Was it literally that simple? Again, I think I'm probably skipping steps as opposed to like what feed the parrot. Unlock. Well, that was easy. Okay. Well, done. We have an eye patch.
What do you expect me to do, Elaine? Issue a proclamation?
Of course not, Carla. We'll need to generate public support. I'm working on that.
People around here don't
Who the
like
hell is
any
that person on
kind
the
of
left?
restrictions, even if it's for their own good.
But we can put a requirement on ships traveling to the north.
She's got a crown of
There's already
keys.
a
A key
customs
crown.
check, so the infrastructure is all in place.
But it's a start. Scurvy's a big problem. Let's do all we can.
Agreed.
I've come a long way. Is there anything else on the agenda?
Coffee?
What am I doing now? Hold on, let me go back to the mansion. Actually, let me look at my little to-do list here. Make a map, make a mop. Solve problem. Quartermaster recognized me, won't hire me. I've got the eye patch. Is that enough? Let me head in here real quick, because they were just in here. Oh, I want to sword talk.
I don't really have anything to say.
Practice is nice, but I'm bit.
All right. Well, I don't need you for anything. Eye patch. Put on the eye patch. Put it on.
Classic and subtle. Like me. But I don't need to be wearing this right now.
But is that my disguise? Do I need to do anything else? I just don't know. Do I need like a wig or something? Well, let me try going to the ship. Let me try putting on grab.
I think I should move farther away from the quartermaster first.
Okay. So I'm in the right location then? I just didn't need to have it there.
Threepwood, are you trying to fool
okay.
me by wearing...
No, of course not. Just having a little eye trouble.
Oh, try some cashews. You might be short on magnesium. Or wits.
Darn, I thought this thing was supposed to be magic.
Supposed to be magic. Oh,
I better take off this eye patch first.
so let's go to Voodoo Lady then. If it's supposed to have magic. Lay magic. Hey, yo.
Can you use your talents to tell me how Elaine is right now?
Because she used to do
is
that in the past games.
always close, no matter the distance.
Do your answers ever make sense?
There are no answers, only questions that are finished.
Thanks.
I'll get back to browsing the shop.
Act fast.
Act now. Hey, yo. Can you make this
What do you make of this
magical?
eye patch?
Swear, the art style so reminds me of Ren and
eye
Stimpy.
patch disguise
I remember
of
having
John
green hair in the
Laney.
past games, though.
As I suspected, the magic has long since drained away. One moment.
Now it's a wet eye patch.
Come, spirits of deception and death, drink your rejuvenation and awaken.
Death?
It's nothing to worry about. John Laney, this hapless boy needs your help.
Hey,
Take pity on him and bring him the power to hide from his enemies.
well, you don't have to put it like that.
Goopy.
That's
Unless you want the extended service warranty.
it? No, thanks. I'm not a sucker. What do I owe you?
Maybe try it on first, before we discuss payment.
That sounds like you don't have a lot of faith in your voodoo.
Well, how do I look? Ah! What the heck? I look like a zombie. Is it broken?
John Laney was especially known for impersonating
I mean, if I look like a zombie, that's probably a
monsters
good
of
thing.
various
'Cause that means I can
You
sneak
failed
past.
to mention that earlier.
It's not a strong part of the sales.
Well, I guess her name is just Quartermaster.
weird
She
when
wasn't
I
actually
really
given a
need
name,
to.
was she? Ooh,
Ugh.
fancy.
You're welcome.
I think I'm ready to set sail.
Yay! Well, I was expecting that to take a lot longer. Granted, again, to be fair, I'm playing in casual mode, and I can't switch over to hardcore. I think hardcore, there are probably extra steps to everything I just did. Ooh. So. Well, oh well.
Hi there.
Oh,
Must be the
well.
quartermaster.
Yep, you look like a guy without many options. I need a swabby. It's BYOM. So,
Okay.
I got a mop.
How's this for a mop?
let's see.
Doesn't look like a
Swabby
sponge.
spongy part. Good enough. You're hired.
Great.
Getting away
Yay.
soon. Why don't you come on board and I'll introduce you to the crew?
Yes, you do that.
Excited to see my stateroom. When's a good time to discuss the benefits package?
Threepwood's on the Chuck's ship. He's got some kind of disguise.
How does she know?
From the bargain bin, it looks like.
So what?
You don't think this could be a problem? We didn't plan for him.
Ooh,
I hate
conspiracy.
not knowing what's going on. I should have taken him out the minute he walked in here.
Don't worry, we'll know what's going on.
Yeah? How?
I've got a spy on board the ship.
Mysterious. So we're a sail kind of faster than a lot of the other games. Granted, escape, you'll leave melee pretty quickly, but you spend, I don't know, 3/4 of the game on different islands. Hey, thanks. Ooh, 5.
So once you were on LeChuck's ship,
So I
you
don't
turned
really
the
care.
tables on them. You whipped out your sword and said, "I'm your captain now. Take me to Monkey Island, where you'll all walk the plank."
Or I'll wait till a better place to
The name's Gullet, but you're
make
not to call me
landfall.
that. To you, I'm the first swab, and I want to hear the capital letters when you say it.
Capital 1. Got it.
And this is the old. You'll be spending a lot of time down here.
I thought we'd have a union or something. How much time is a lot of time?
All of it. You work here, you sleep here, you take your meals here. Forget the world you knew before. This hold is your world. The hull is your ground. The deck is
I
your
want a
sky.
flaming blue
And
chicken.
I am your deity of choice. A cruel and vengeful deity. I only have one simple rule. You are not to leave this hold under any circumstances. Any
That could be a
questions?
problem.
Can I leave the hold?
No.
What happens if I leave?
I said you're not to leave.
Well, I know, just
The worst punishment.
which is...
I throw you back down here. Nothing.
Where's my bunk?
You might be all right inside one of the crates. Otherwise, be sure to cover your eyes. The chickens like to peck. But it's probably safest if you don't sleep at all.
What's for dinner?
Oh. Well, perhaps we can arrange a bit of roast duck and...
Yeah, it'd be great.
But seriously, learn to catch rats. You can drown them in your mop bucket. They make their own sauce.
What if I...
Use the portal. Don't get anything on the ledge outside, though.
What am I supposed...
No recruits. You're all thicker than the chickens.
I mean, you didn't actually answer the question,
Is
though.
that the whole answer?
You're supposed to be swabbing. I want this whole sparkling.
But I want to be
as if it was clean.
swashing buckles.
Get away.
Yo ho, yo ho, a pirate's life for me.
Ew.
I think it's chicken grease. I hope my roommates don't get upset. No way am I picking that up with my hands. The rest of my gear is in there. I hope it'll be safe down here. It's probably fine. Driving rain and crashing waves. Perfect sailing weather. More importantly, is the taste of after chicken the same as the aftertaste of chicken?
Ooh. There's a question. Is that supposed to be an egg waiting to be pooped out by that chicken right there? Yeah, it is.
Ugh, I'll keep my distance. Mothers are more vicious defending their young.
Looks like you missed a spot.
Aw,
Oi, you missed a spot.
come on.
You missed a spot.
Is that your catchphrase?
Looks like you missed a spot.
Seriously, get some new...
Oi, you missed a spot.
Oh, nuts.
Looks like you missed a spot.
Oh, nuts.
Oi, you missed a spot.
Oh, nuts.
Oi,
All right.
you missed a spot.
Oh, nuts.
And we're just in a, we're just in a loop. Swab my kit bag. Can I swab the chickens?
I'll let that one alone. She's got an egg. Close enough.
I like the ethereal pamphlet. What pamphlet?
It's a really tight fit. I can't quite squeeze through.
Going somewhere? Swap. You haven't cleaned up that mess.
I'm feeling just the slightest twinge of regret about the choices I've made up to this point.
What was that pamphlet about?
It's an inspirational instructional pamphlet that I'm supposed to carry around and read.
Oh, get on board. Betray trust, throw tantrums, commit fraud. Officer, you're welcome. The ship is enchanted to be unboardable by anyone but her crew. So don't worry about it. Unless you get fired, then worry. So I'm suppose... Is this like a newer version of my little to-do list where I have to like do everything in the middle? Betray trust, throw tantrums, and all that kind of stuff? That would be my assumption.
The rest of my gear is in there. It's probably fine.
Oh, Murray.
Murray? Indeed. But you have me at a disadvantage.
No, but I'm
My reputation precedes.
Locusts.
But I will a curse of painful boils. I'm here undercover, gathering valuable
medicine?
Ooh, I probably should not have said that. Do me a favor and keep it to yourself, withered zombie man.
No problem. How come you're working for Captain Madison?
I owe her a favor.
Why do you owe Captain Madison a favor?
Well, ironically, I was sealed up in a...
Oh, you mean like I just...
It's not the same.
Kind of
What
feels
exactly
like
is Madison up to?
I would be a poor You diminish us both.
Come on.
You diminish us.
Come on.
You diminish us.
Alright, we're another recycle.
Hey! Knock it off. Not funny. I'm warning you. Not funny. Not funny.
Ah. No? Alright.
Oi, you missed a spot.
Oh, nuts.
Ew. That's disgusting.
Not that I'm
That's
rubbing you with grease.
Disgusting. Ew.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
You missed a spot.
Oh, nuts.
Yes.
Better.
I gotta make it dirtier.
Oi, you missed a spot.
Oh, nuts.
You missed a spot.
Oh, nuts.
I just make it as dirty as possible.
Looks like you missed a spot.
Oh, nuts.
There.
Looks like you missed a spot.
Oh, nuts.
There. Do I have to do my bag?
You missed a spot.
Yeah, I guess I do.
Nuts.
That, huh? Yeah. Am I missing any spots?
Looks like you missed
Can I
a
swap the crate?
Oh, nuts.
Take a break. Climb. I mean, I guess I could do the chickens. Yeah.
Close enough.
Looks like you missed a spot.
Oh, nuts.
Oi, you missed a spot.
Oh, nuts.
What am I missing? Got that.
I'll let that one alone.
Yeah, he does. No!
Ugh, I'll keep my distance. Mothers are more vicious defending their young.
You missed a spot.
I don't know what else else am I missing?
Nuts.
The only thing left really is Murray. But it doesn't do anything.
Hold it right there. You come up when I say you can.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. That's chicken grease. Can I fit through here now?
The grease helps. A little.
Looks like you missed a spot.
Oh, nuts.
Oh, I
The
was
grease
hold
helps.
on.
A little. Almost.
I'll have to do another time.
You missed a spot.
I missed lots of
Nuts.
spots. I added spots is what I did. I didn't just miss spots. I added spots. No, I didn't do that. Did not mean swab. Swabby, swabby, swabby.
I've got a good feeling about this, but I won't fit through with the mop. It's working.
Worst swabby in history. Okay. Ooh.
I can't see anything. It looks like it'd be more useful for fishing than stopping.
Go the other way. It's in this direction.
I can't see anything.
Well, you know. Ooh. That's awesome. It's got the 8 minutes
That's a big rudder.
for how long Guybrush can hold his voice. That's the only two things, huh? Well, I guess I don't need to do anything down here right now.
This one doesn't open.
Oh. Well, you know.
This one doesn't open.
Well, I guess I'm going up then.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah.
This is a bunch of empty containers of monkey blood and squid ink.
Blah. And so, having slaughtered them to a man, I claimed my prize. Feast your eyes
I
on
thought
this,
someone was,
me hearties. The one and only map
was tied up
showing
to the
exact
mast, but no, I think he's just chilling.
of the secret of Monkey Island.
So I got to steal the map.
The map will be kept in my cabin. No one is to touch it or disturb it in any way.
Copyright.
Now, before we can follow the map, obviously we must make our way to Monkey Island itself. Let's have the potion report.
Wait, there's a potion?
Potion report.
You don't remember that from my other story? To get to Monkey Island, you have to brew a special potion.
But you and LeChuck had both been there before.
You know, I'm thinking about the
couldn't you just
swabbing
sail there?
thing, and
It doesn't
I
work
swabbed
like
like
that.
that entire
You have to
room, and
make
I'm
the
sure in
potion
hardcore
every
mode
time.
that actually did something, as opposed to just having to swab the porthole to get out.
How does the potion work?
I don't know. Nobody does. It's magic. It just helps you find Monkey Island.
So I need to brew a potion,
What's in it?
and then I need to steal the
let's
map
see.
from
It's
LeChuck's
got squid ink,
cabin.
and monkey blood, and a pressed skull. I definitely remember that. Also cinnamon, mint, and brimstone, and some coloring and preservatives.
All right, well, there was some
and a
squid
live
ink
chicken.
and monkey
But
blood in those
listen,
boxes,
You
and
shouldn't
then
worry about this yet. Wait till
I
you're 12 or
got
so.
Murray for a skull.
Okay, I think I got it.
The potion is nearly finished, Captain. All that's left is one flattened skull, and we'll be ready to
all right.
cook it.
Well, then I can just throw Murray in the pot.
You there, in the back, new guy.
Yo!
You look familiar somehow.
Oh, I get that a lot. Yeah!
I get that a lot. I have a common sort of face.
I suppose everyone looks the same with the skin peeled off.
I mean, that is actually true, anatomically
well,
speaking.
No matter. Go and get us a skull. A
Got it.
flat one. Any questions?
Can I have a raise?
Sure. Straight into the rigging, where you'll hang by your ankles for the next few years.
Got it? Never mind.
Yeah, you get used to it.
Why did it be
Why
flat?
does it have to be a flat skull?
Because the recipe says so.
Got it.
Okay, I'm on it. One skull. flat.
Be quick about it then. Meeting adjourned.
All right. Well, the skull part is the obvious part. How
Finish
to
the
get
potion,
one that's
and then I'll
flat.
see about getting my hands on that map.
My to-do list updated. What happens if I take it off?
I better leave it on while I'm on the ship.
Okay. I was just curious. Get a flattened skull. All right, yeah. So, no, well, we're gonna use Murray. Come on, let's be real here. But how am I gonna flatten it?
That was fun, but it would be even better if the cannon's loaded with something.
Yeah. Oh. All right, I gotta put something.
This is a bunch of empty containers of preservatives and coloring agents.
There's nothing you need up there.
The
You
crow's
say
nest is
that.
up there.
Is that thing? Eek.
I
What
think
is
it's
it?
just a sculpture.
Oh.
I hope it's just a sculpture. The very first item in the ship's safety procedures is never to try to pet Scruffles.
I mean, he let me. I don't need to talk to the Chuck.
Top deck schedule. 1 bell, crew voting. 2 bells, the Toasty.
I should. Why not?
Toasty.
Okay. All right. So I don't know where my dude went. Like my boss, my supervisor, as it were. Oh. I need something to.
I'll probably do my shirt in a few weeks when it starts to get mossy. I
Ghost
guess
rat.
it's a good sign if they're not trying to leave.
Quartermaster.
These open plan offices are all the rage now.
So, all right. So what I'm thinking. That wasn't very hard.
I
Aww.
know art is supposed to grab you, but this is taking it too far. Wait a minute. That looks exactly like Elaine's wedding veil.
I'll feel the warmth.
Nice. A slideshow of creepy.
There wasn't there much to do. So what I'm thinking, since I can set the cannon off, we got a skull from Murray, so I'll have to go back down and get that.
You're out and about.
That's fine. I want to come down here anyway. I'm gonna pick him
Hey,
up.
Murray, why don't you come with me? I can show you.
No.
I really think you should.
No.
I can get you close to.
I would very much like to be able to. Very well. You.
There. Now we have Murray. That wasn't very hard. What I'm thinking is. So can I still not get in here? Oh, that's not even an option anymore. What I'm thinking is we put Murray inside the cannon, and then put something on top of him, or like in front of him, really, that like blocks the cannon. That way it fires him into it and flattens him against whatever else is in the cannon. That does mean I need something to put into the cannon. I wonder. I don't know. If there's anything I can. Something like to put near.
Shouldn't you be?
The best show is down here. I want to see if you...
What's it like working for?
I can't complain.
Really?
It's in the employee handbook. You live longer if you remember that.
Do we have a union?
You sure don't.
Gotta go. I've got.
My condolences.
Alright, that didn't really do a lot. I don't
Nice
need
look.
his
Now,
skull,
before
though.
you get it, why don't you stick? Relax. I was just making conversation. I'll find a skull someplace.
I don't actually want his skull, though. Check the cauldron.
The potion smells like it's ready to go. How's the potion?
You heard the cap. Go and find a flattened.
You can't do that. Find.
I'm already on that.
This is a bunch of empty containers of monkey blood and squid ink.
No. What do I have on me? Probably not a lot to flatten things, huh? No.
Looks like it's empty.
Wouldn't let me put him in it. I need to put something in there. I need to find a way to get flambe.
Better be the sound of you working, Swabby.
There's nothing you need.
Man, I need to find a way to get up there. What was that?
Yeah, devil crabs like limbs, apparently. I have a skull for the potion.
Is it a...
Not exact.
I said...
Trivia card, trivia card. Guybrush often tries to distract people with the following. If you play the series long enough, you know he says that a million times. It also never works.
Now's not a good time to attract attention.
That means I need to attract attention at some point. Can I sip waffle? Marianne cat scruffles? No, I cannot. I wish. Well, no one was really stopping me. Ah, you know what? Hold on. Because he's kind of blocking whatever's on that side, which might be useful.
I'll probably do my shirt.
But how? It's not a good time for a distraction. Because there is a time for a distraction.
And it doesn't do much to...
Can I go anywhere in here? No, he cannot. I really don't know what to do here right now. I don't know. Try. I don't know what to do down here. Under the water. There's something down here. I don't think there is. Like, what would there be to do, you know?
That's a big rudder.
What's the point of mentioning it, though? Can't do anything with it. Not 100% sure. I need to flat. I got the skull. I feel like this is important. Wait a minute. Laundry time. I just realized, like, it said laundry time, but I just realized. Ah!
Let me apologize in advance. You're gonna have to take one for the team.
I see no team. Only you, withered zombie man. Let me assure you that whatever you're planning, it will be nothing compared to the torments that I will...
I was overcomplicating it for myself. I was also, again, I'm also thinking kind of like old school adventure game kind of thing, and probably
replaced with a brand new,
wasn't thinking this simplistically. I also wasn't really paying attention to the shape of the item to realize that it was like two wheels that
thanks,
flatten
I
something.
guess.
It's basically a press, which I just wasn't paying attention to. Again, I feel like
Murray, I'm afraid I've got.
I
more
feel
bad
like
news.
I would have been much more
Murray,
in tune with the
do not
hardcore
hear
mode,
bad
just because I'm
news.
thinking more complicated.
I am bad news.
Arr.
My visage is the harbinger.
Unless they're looking at you from the side.
You have crushed me with a mangle. There is nothing you can.
Next stop.
Swabby!
Good.
Why are you out of the old? You're not ready for the deck. Where's your mop? And also...
That's unfortunate. He's also probably gonna get killed by the truck since that was our important potion.
I can explain, sir. I guess you'll be first swab now, whatever your name is.
Yeah, I got a hey, I got a raise.
I won't let you
Well, I
down.
got a promotion. Yeah.
This'll be ruined now it's spilled. Start making the potion again. I'll be in me cabin, gritting me collection of other people's teeth.
Ew.
Redo the potion.
Grinding teeth is one
that
of
even
the
possible?
worst sounds in the world.
We barely scraped together the ingredients the first time. We're out of almost everything.
Who wants to tell LeChuck?
No one should tell LeChuck. Let's not be stupid.
Let's tip the cauldron back and pretend we're working on it. Maybe he'll forget about it eventually.
You don't know LeChuck like I do. But it'll buy us some time.
Is this one of those times where you substitute different stuff for all the ingredients and it works anyway?
No, they were right. We couldn't make the potion again.
But you told me that you can't get to Monkey Island unless you make the potion.
Well, I did. But as it turns out, there is a way. We storytellers call what's happening now a twist.
Okay.
A twist.
So what did you do?
What a twist!
Was there a magic map? An ancient sea creature? Did you move the island instead of the ship?
Whoa there. You want to tell the story or listen to me?
Do I have to
Oh,
answer
we just
that?
happened
There was an
to kind
important
of
piece
sail
of the
into
puzzle
it.
that I hadn't seen yet. I started by looking around the ship for opportunities.
Hey, thanks. I guess I'll just do that now.
That looks like a permanent stain. Ugh, it's empty now. What's that?
Plundering prospects.
Ah, you won't need those.
All right. Oh, hey. Now I can go up there. The water's my oyster, and by world I mean the ship, and by oyster I mean kind of open to me.
Hey, Flambe! Ship ahoy! You should try looking through this thing once in a while.
Things are simpler when I don't.
Well, you might be right in this case.
that's
It's
fair.
Captain Madison. Ready the cannons.
Don't worry about it. LeChuck already knows they're out there. And also
They're
he
pirates,
threw out
are
the
they?
cannonballs. They were metric.
Wait, never mind. Something's going on. They've got a cauldron on deck. That looks like a cinnamon stick. Mint, squid ink. Hey, wait a minute.
They're making
I
the
know
monkey
that
potion.
recipe. They didn't come to sink us. Those weasels are going to Monkey Island.
Okay,
They undercut my...
you don't want to say that name out loud on this ship.
Why aren't they happier? A well-placed stab in the back is cause for celebration. Aha! They're missing... We don't need a potion because...
What? Sorry, I wasn't...
Make ready to sail.
Do I look like a quartermaster to you?
I mean, we're already sailing.
You should,
I'll go talk to Iron Rose.
if you say so.
Trivia card. Trivia card, trivia card. Which of these ingredients is not needed to get to... Oh, this is interesting. This is yeast. That's a convenient one. That was... I was already doing all that. All the other ones are like memory of other Monkey Island games or things I wouldn't know offhand immediately. That one was much better. What's my to-do say now? Steal a Chuck's secret. Oh, I just gotta see the map. Figure out alternate way to Monkey Island. Tell Iron Rose my great idea. Is that Iron Rose?
I have an amazing.
So she does have an idea.
No.
Or
It
does have a
involves
name.
Following another ship to see Captain.
Madison. She owes me money.
They're brewing the potion.
And a hat.
So I'm gonna help them finish it. All I need to do is make ready to sail.
And again, we're already
We don't
sailing.
even want to go to Monkey Island.
Golan gave us a perfect excuse to skip it, and now you. Let's lock him in.
Whoa, hang up. What do you mean you don't want to go to Monkey Island?
It's not a cryptic metaphor, Swabby. We mean we don't want to go. There's nothing on that isle. The secret doesn't split.
7.
LeChuck only wants it because of his obsession with that stale glass of milk Guybrush Threepwood.
Hey, did I tell you guys? He asked about a job.
Threepwood?
The secret is worth probably to the right people.
Let us know if you.
I think you're making.
Let's put it to
Voting is supposed to be. Fair enough.
Pay attention, Swabby. The matter before the crew is the question of whether we should vote now.
Nay.
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 The vote to go has to be unanimous. Meeting adjourned.
Has to be unanimous. So I gotta convince them all to go to Monkey Island.
Unanimous?
It means I had to convince.
What's
each and every
unanimous?
member of the crew to change their vote.
Wow.
All right. Persuasion techniques. Ask for a revote. I suppose I can do that on my own, can't I?
Listen, about that trip.
That we vote.
Exactly. Or if not, you're.
Good luck with that.
I could do you if that's how politics work.
I don't bargain away my. I'm not for sale.
I've got one of those. It's.
Let's hope it doesn't cause you any trouble.
Aren't you curious?
Not really. Most secrets turn out to. That's why people cover them up in the first place.
As quartermaster, who I will point out.
I've been with LeChuck a long.
Exactly.
In the beginning.
Through a reddish.
I don't know. I can't even remember what I found so inspiring. Makes it hard to follow his lead on a personal quest.
Oh. I'd like to discuss your vote.
It's nay. I'm afraid going to Monkey Island doesn't really have anything in it.
Wouldn't the change of scenery?
I've seen lots.
How about I make it worth your...
Go on.
I'll get you transferred to...
I've been there.
I'll take your next shift.
If I didn't know better, I'd say you were after my...
Well, what would you...
Well, I've got all I need. We used to have an entertainment budget, but this fancy new ship is leveraged like crazy, so...
Entertainment, you say?
well, they don't last very...
Okay.
Top deck schedule. 1 bell, crew voting. 2 bells, LeChuck shouting. Oops.
What the hell was that? Did I like knock somebody off? Latte is gonna be up here, right?
These things get...
Would that we all did the same.
Working hard?
Never.
Let's talk about... Are there any particular... I don't know a lot.
My main interests are sleeping and eating.
Do you have a...
Oh, yeah. Salty, like widow's tear. And fiery, like a...
Sounds...
I've had baked
exquisitely
Alaska.
painful. Yes.
How do you make scorched...
I don't. I have professional if possible.
What's the book?
It's a book of underworld jokes.
Underworld jokes, you say.
Hilarious.
Would you describe...
I would use a shorter word.
Think you'll be done?
No.
Okay.
Keep up the bad work.
Always.
So I need to get him some scorched Alaska.
This is a bunch of empty containers of preservatives and color. I think it's just a sculpture.
And then...
I guess it's a good sign if they're not trying to leave?
Well, now I can go this direction.
Flair? Can we talk about your...
No.
Oh, come on. There must be
nothing you can give.
Try me.
Okay. Earlier today, I lost my... It was a gorgeous heirloom. Bring me the knife, and...
Great. Can you tell...
It was sticking out of Gullet's back. Right after I probably still...
LeChuck threw...
Yep. Joke's on... And I guess on me, too.
I mean... It's probably still in the water somewhere.
That's held shut with a pretty sturdy piece of timber. Can I give you a hand wash?
Nah, I already...
Gross.
You'd think on a ship there would be opportunity to change the water once in a while.
Privy guard.
At first I thought the privy must be behind there, but no, it's just the pantry.
Trivia card, trivia card. Flags on the midway are... I have no idea what that means. Flags on the midway. What's the midway? I have no idea what that means. So I'm gonna skip that for now. Hey, Putra.
So, Putra.
Chef, Putra, please call me...
They do?
No.
I'd like to
save your... There's only one opinion I value, and that's
Alright, so if I can
Iron
sway
Rose's.
Iron Rose,
She's the
then...
Second smartest.
Now that you mention it, I'm remembering that I said just last week, so I'm gonna do that on this too. Thanks for
Oh. What exactly is a
Imagine a dessert shaped like a huge legless jellyfish with a texture like ice cream.
Appetizing.
That's basically
Not
baked Alaska.
really.
I don't suppose you know how to make scorched Alaska.
Of course I can, but I'm not going.
Why not?
Why not?
Scorched Alaska is the kind of thing that requires a skilled chef. Apparently.
I wasn't aware there was...
That's because you're an ignorant...
So a chef...
Yeah, of course on a ship this size, I'd still be the only one making... It's just a...
Well, have you tried to get it?
Only about... I keep the written request handy, complete with case study. There is absolutely... But LeChuck...
Management.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll let you get back to cook.
Yeah.
Putra makes a compelling case for promotion. Why don't I see if I can... I think LeChuck...
If nothing else, we'll...
Okay. Well. Still very dirty in here. Hey, now there's no swabby to clean up my mess. Okay. Let me check underwater. Aha! Gullet.
Gullet!
You!
He's pretty securely pinned there by the rudder. There's also a knife in his back. That's Flair Gory's grandmother's whale knife. It's a beauty.
You clown. That isn't gonna do any good. It wasn't even bothering me.
I have to say, I thought you were gone for good. I was feeling no small amount of pleasure about it, in fact.
How can I talk underwater? I can hold my breath clearly for 8 minutes, but I
Now pull me out of here.
don't know how I'm
before I hang
talking.
you by your own intestines, swabby.
Well, it's actually first swab now.
What is?
Me. LeChuck gave me your job.
You? Not likely.
I do prefer a management role. Less scrounging, more lounging.
I'm gonna give your pancreas to my rat for a pillow.
Well...
I'm the only one who knows you're down here.
Not true. I know I'm down here.
I guess you've got me.
Yeah.
If I leave you here...
Of course not. It's a matter of leverage. As in, I'm gonna get a lever and smack you with...
Once we set sail, you'll probably be crushed into paste by the rudder.
Why would you tell me that?
Well, in case you're worried about being stuck for a long...
When I get my hands on you, I'm gonna...
It would be smart of me not to give you the opportunity then. You might want to...
This is my friendly tone, you...
I can hold my breath for 10 minutes, more or less.
More or less.
How about you?
Well, technically, but it's a reflex, isn't it? You can't really stop doing it, and it feels like... So get me out of here right now.
Nice talking to you, Gullet.
What do you mean, nice
Oh, I don't mean it literally, of course. Just politely ending our conversation.
Wait, no, don't get me. You...
He's pretty securely pinned there by the rudder.
See ya. I don't know if I need him again, though. Okay.
It's
so
the ship's hold. Home sweet home?
I've got, Girlie's a knife. There it is. Got her whaling knife. There you go.
I found your knife.
My grandmother's knife. I have no idea how you pull that off, but I'll vote for your...
Yay, that's one. Okay. Alright. I can't do... I can't... well, I can't do flambe until I get the thing for Putra, but I can't do apple bob until I do flambe, so it kind of goes in order. I don't know what I needed to do to get Rose's support. Did she tell me?
You!
What's up, boss?
Swabby! You be new. I like to meet what's you.
Crazy Beard, the beardless.
Look, it's not good for the chain of any questions. None. Now, get back. Wait! Don't forget the key. I like to think of it.
I won't.
Hey, I wasn't done.
Shouldn't you? Shouldn't you? Keep your eye. That be the one procured by me. So, I'll leastwise.
Do. Hey, question.
Is this about a promotion for Putra again? One more. Now that you be first swab, take this report, fill it out, and give it to Iron Rose for her initial. Some say it's grog that keeps...
What did he give me? Log message center on the ship.
Hiding Putra's promotion request in with my Swabby report isn't going to be any use.
Why?
Putra needs her request to be authorized by LeChuck himself, not the quartermaster.
Okay.
Could you initial this report, please?
This doesn't look... I'm sure you can find more wrong on this.
Okay. That looks like a permanent... Disgraceful.
Do I have to put 4 things onto it? I've got all the stuff on the... I was gonna say, I've got all this stuff down here.
Guess I should have cleaned that, but I'll leave it for the next Swabby.
Can I just keep signing that stuff?
I've already added this to my report.
Oh, alright. I can't do the rudder, can I? Throw Gullet on there? Pretty funny. Let's see.
Hey, Gullet. I'm assuming no one will actually read this and come down here to find him.
So does that mean I added it? I did. Sweet. That's funny. How are the anchors small? I don't know if that's a Swabby thing. No. Alright. Well, I tried. Okay. I need... Yeah.
It's like no one on this ship has heard of recycling.
I would assume that it's going to be the same thing, right?
I've already added that.
Yeah. There's really not a lot up there. Might be something in the galley. Like the dishes or something.
It would take forever to itemize in here. That's it.
Boom. All right, back to Rose. So I'm guessing that I need to like get her to sign it and then go back to LeChuck to get like a complete authorization. I can mix it in from there. So let's.
Could you initial this
you.
report, please?
Huh. Yes.
See?
I wouldn't get that. Here. I've got a bunch of other reports ready for...
Aha. There we go. Hello, boss. I've swabbed all I can swab. Well.
Paperwork. All stamped. Now please give me some peace and quiet.
Done.
Good news, Chef.
High mistakes, Swabby.
First swab. So, Chef.
Can you make me that Alaska stuff now?
Now that you're a chef.
Of course. I have to warn you, though. You've still got a fair amount of your face left.
I keep thinking about how many more steps there would be to this if I were to if I were to play in the hardcore mode.
Some chefs these days use dandruff out of a can, but I would never take a shortcut like that. One scorched Alaska made to order. Be careful
Sounds
with
disgusting.
it. Like
Yet
I said,
somehow
don't try to eat
strangely
it.
realistic. I'm not gonna try biting it. Well, that would be the fun thing to do for entertainment purposes, right? Okay, so let's go up to Flambe. I got your stuff.
I had to call in.
Scorched Alaska. Sweet poisonous shit.
No, well, that answers that question.
It seals me in a master. I mean, your debt. The one with the monkeys.
Yeah.
Would you describe?
I would use a short.
Would you describe?
I would use a short.
Okay.
You're not reading this.
Sure, I'll let you have it.
Thanks.
There we go. So I've got him on my side. I've got Flair on my side. I'll give the book to this dude.
Hey, Bob, I've got a great...
Hey, this looks...
Can I count on your...
Sure, no problem.
Sweet. And I don't know what I need to do for her.
I don't have time for that right now. It's all...
Alright.
I still think...
I don't want to talk. I'm having a crisis of faith.
Okay.
Crisis of faith.
I don't have time.
Do I have to go talk to LeChuck? She's having a crisis of faith.
What? Keep your eyes off that map, Swabby. What do you...
Didn't Guybrush Threepwood...
Guybrush Threepwood is a fancy-pants-wearing third-rate sailor. He stole the woman I loved, and I will eat his heart at the gates of hell.
Well then,
really
how do you
love
really
My
feel
peace
about it?
now, get out of here!
Well, I have a lot of...
What do you want, Swabby?
Why exactly?
The secret of some believe it doesn't. None has been more me.
I mean, we, the audience, know that it does exist.
And as an added bonus,
You know,
it will drive three.
because Guybrush has been there like 4 times, 5 times.
What was your
Swabby, with... Mind if I take a look at...
Don't.
You
Are
sure?
I can't take a peek at them. I just washed my hands.
Touching that map.
Ah,
just...
all right.
Get out of...
Nothing in my inventory. Murray doesn't work. Oh, wait a minute. Inspirational onboarding. It's inspirational. She's having a crisis of faith. So I showed her the pamphlet. Supposed to be inspirational. Maybe it'll inspire her.
Do you remember giving me this at my orientation? It's got some good stuff in it.
Oh, yeah. I put it together myself, you know.
No kidding.
Betray trust, commit fraud, threaten bodily harm. So unswerving, so unapologetically ruthless. This really takes me back.
Me too. Back to earlier today in my case.
LeChuck is really an amazing...
You can hang on to that.
Nah, thanks, I'm good. Even when I think he...
Just so we're clear.
Yes?
Works for me.
Sweet.
I think I've got everyone's support now.
I do.
Time to call for another vote.
I can rant. Or do I just have to... Boom.
1 bell. Voting hour.
That's right.
The meeting is called to order. Are there any...
Following Madison's ship to Monkey Island.
Aye.
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 6 in favor.
I hope you're happy, Greg.
Boom.
Everybody, get ready.
Yes.
Okay.
So then you went to Monkey Island.
Not right away.
Well, I need to
still
complete the
get my
potion, which is
hands
on the other
Chuck's
ship.
map to the secret.
Oh, yeah, I need the map too. Yeah. So I gotta get him out. All right. Well, I've got everybody. How do I... The cannon's got to be used for something. I wasn't. Can I put Murray in it? Oh, I can. Let Murray. How come I couldn't do that before?
Okay, Murray. I just...
You tried to smash me, well, almost unscathed, but...
I hope you're not allergic to gunpowder.
Of course I'm...
I better get my hands on the Chuck's map first.
All right. Well, that is a key thing then. How do I get him out? Wait, wasn't there...
Top deck schedule.
The Chuck shouted.
That time again already? Listen here, you lazy pack of squealing bilge rats. Why is the ship's... If a ship is going to function properly, blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. Play.
It's not much of a map. There's just some writing on it, but clearly it's important.
Yeah, so can I take it?
It's not much of a map.
Right.
There's
So
just
let me
some writing on
friggin' take it.
But clearly it's important.
What the...
This isn't remotely like a map.
Well, I don't... Come on, man. Okay.
A map's a map.
There we go.
I don't think he'll spot the difference. Now I just need to get Madison a skull.
Which I already have.
In conclusion, shape up. All right. Same time.
Now I can fire Murray. Heyo. They don't even question where it came from.
She's underway.
All hands, stand by to make sail.
I think Gubble's gonna get crushed by the rudder. They're not even gonna question where the skull came
We're
from.
nearly there, me hearties. The fabled shores of fabled Monkey Island.
Ooh.
Captain Madison and her associates will have to be dealt with, of course. But our top priority is the secret.
The secret.
Extra grog rations for everyone. Grog.
Hey!
All right.
I'll end every conversation with that. Grog.
Greenwood.
What's up?
Oops.
I did not see that coming.
I suppose you think you're very clever.
Well, I mean, considering I got us to
right up to the part where I took off the eye patch. I got carried away. I've really started to feel like part of the crew.
Well, you've already seen what happened. I want to savor this, so I'm going to let you have the first jab.
Well, then I just want jab.
You move like a wounded hippopotamus.
You move like a dead one.
Okay, decent comeback.
Why don't you try again?
You're all buttress and no cutlass.
You're all mattress and a blast.
That's cheating.
Hey, cheating.
Hey, yeah.
I won that round. Also, I'm pretty sure we're supposed to use the swords when we do this.
You don't seem to know how to use a sword. I can't decide if you're waving that thing like a feather duster or more like a mop.
My mop.
Hey, I know that one.
Oh, been practicing, huh? What comeback would you use for
I forgot my
waving it
mop.
like a feather duster or like a mop?
Either way, I'll clean the floor with you.
That's what I thought, too.
I can't decide if you're waving your...
Either way, I'll clean the floor with you.
Too late to start doing your job now, Swabby.
Hey, you're laying a comeback on my comeback? That's gotta be against the rules.
You really should keep up on the latest trends. Goodbye, Threepwood.
Wow.
It's a monkey island. Yeah, so we are at the monkey island. 6-minute walk.
Good
Well,
thing
at
I
least
can
I can
still
hold my breath for
10
8
minutes. More or less.
I like how we keep
it
saying
more,
10 minutes,
or is it
more or
less?
less.
What?
You say you can hold your breath for 10 minutes, but then sometimes you say 8. One time, I heard you say
I mean, I'm
12.
saying 10
Which
more
one
or
is it?
less.
Well, in my prime.
He's
I
just
could go
rounding
10
up.
minutes, no problem.
Are you in your prime in this story?
Not even close.
8 minutes. Now let me get back to it before the 8 minutes runs out.
I mean, walking underwater like this is still pretty quick. Trivia. The acronym for Marley's Scurvy Foundation is... I'm not going to claim that one yet. Another trivia card. Who is the most dangerous shark of all? Oh, I don't want to answer that one either. I don't get it wrong. That's 6 minutes. There we go. Yeah, shake it off like a dog.
At last! Hello, Monkey Island. It's me, Guybrush. Did you miss me?